Facebook. Is that the?
That's it.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh, I don't think this is working. Oh,
You know what, Joe? You switched mics. Sorry, we're good now.
I switched mics. Yes, I do apologize. I switched mics. This is Joe White.
And this is Joe Radichel.
We are Geek Chique with Joe and Joe in the evening. Good evening, everybody.
Extra geek tonight.
Extra geek tonight because guess what we're going to play?
We're going to play Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering.
So, I don't remember how we came up with this idea. I think we were just driving home and like it was dead silent. And I looked over and I was like, we should play Magic. And he goes, yeah, okay.
Nice.
So, when I woke up and I thought, I've never played Magic before. So, I asked you, well, what could I watch? Because I just saw.
I really didn't I didn't know because I learned in person from a really close friend of mine, and so you messaged me last night at 6:40, and you're like,
yeah,
okay, I'm watching the basics, and this is really confusing.
Well, they got like what is it? Wizards of the Coast? Is that the company that makes it?
Yeah, Wizards of the Coast is the company that made it.
Okay, so
it's like the godfather to all card games that aren't regular playing cards.
But they don't make pizza.
Nope.
Okay. Well, okay, so basically who we're going to be are called planeswalkers, and we are walking through different planes. There's like green.
There's lore behind this whole thing.
Okay.
The planeswalkers are people who can use, like, they're born with powers, and so they can walk from one realm of existence to another. And recently they actually introduced a full plot line to the whole thing.
Okay.
In 2015, they introduced a planeswalker named Garruk, who had the ability to not only walk through planes, but kill other planeswalkers and take their powers.
Okay.
And so there's one planeswalker who he's stronger than all of them, like just all the other ones. And his name is Jace.
Right.
And so he's like the king. Everyone knows him. He saved the universe type of guy. And so Garruk needs all this power to kill Jace and become immortal.
Right.
And so Garruk becomes this thing called the Apex Predator. And there's actually there's a fanfic where Garruk does manage to kill Jace and becomes the oh, what the hell? My mic just cut for a second.
Did it?
Yeah, it's fine now.
No, I heard you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Garruk kills Jace and he becomes the World Slayer. And he pretty much just goes from every realm of existence killing everything.
That's not good.
It's not. It's really not. It's actually quite terrifying to fight him in the game.
So he is an actual playable card.
Yes. So I shuffled the deck, so I can't show you that one. So we have the dual deck set. It's the new Nissa versus Ob Nixilis. So so each character, each planeswalker is given a set of 2 to 3 colors or 1 color. So I'm going to lean over because we're broadcasting on YouTube as well. Yes,
we are doing a live broadcast stream on YouTube.
So
nice.
There's a card. It's called Nissa, the Voice of Zendikar. Okay. And it's a solid green, which means you don't need anything but the green cards to play it.
Okay. So
there it is, YouTube.
YouTube.
So planeswalkers are basically another player themselves. So the number at the bottom of the corner, so Nissa's is 3. If she gets hit with a monster that has 3 power, she's dead. But you can also use creatures to block for her and all that other stuff. And planeswalkers have abilities called counters. So you can put a certain number of counters on, and when you remove a certain number of counters, certain things happen. I have one at home called Sorin the Grim Nemesis.
Okay.
And every turn you add 1 counter. So,
nice.
So with Nissa, it's add 1 counter, get a 0/1 plant token on the battlefield.
Huh.
And so that sets up your defense, because if you block, you don't take damage. And so Sorin Grim Nemesis is draw a card, and then the converted mana cost. So Nissa shows 2 green trees, so you need 2 green mana, which is called forests, or there's dual types. So I'll get into that later.
Okay.
So you need 2 forests and then just one any other mana. And so if you add them all together, that's your converted mana cost, and he does damage based on that. So you draw a card, all right, converted mana cost is 7, you lose 7 life. And in a regular battle, you do 20 versus 20 life.
So I get my mana from my health.
No. The mana is what you use to summon creatures and play spells.
Okay. So, I mean, I know I get 20 health, but do I get 20 mana?
No. So, mana come in the deck themselves.
Oh, okay.
So, Forest is a mana card.
Okay.
So, you would need 3 forests to play Nissa. Or for Obnixilis, you would need 4 swamps to play him.
Oh, okay.
So, at the start of every match, you set your deck up, then you shuffle it. So if you want to shuffle that. So he's using the Nissa, and I'm using the Obnixilis deck. So it's his is a solid green, while mine's a solid black. So each deck color has a different set of strategies that they normally follow. A solid green can do something called the mana ramp, which is where you just build up with all these creatures that have low mana costs themselves, but you do something called tapping, and that's where they can't attack and they can't block until your next turn, but you gain mana based on that.
I suck at
Shuffling. Do this. Just take it, pull the middle, pull the bottom, pull the middle, pull the bottom, pull the middle, pull the bottom. I played card games from a very young age, so I can do this without looking. I can talk to Darren. Hi, Darren. What's going on? Just shuffling.
What you doing over there?
How's your buddy Torin?
Everybody shuffling.
We had Torin Green here earlier.
Yeah.
For people still listening.
That's right.
Darren, he left, and Darren just lost his crap, fanboyed everywhere.
Yeah.
I did. Torn might be listening, so hello, Torn. Thank you again for coming out. He is the former singer of Fuel.
You're the reason why I put an explicit warning on Facebook for this show.
I'm being good.
All right, now once you're done shuffling, you place your deck in the center.
It's only 10 minutes in. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, so I'll just put my deck in the center.
Yep.
On the center.
Now I'm going to grab your deck, and you're going to grab mine.
Why?
Ooh, grab your what?
Deck. All right, just take it. Take.
I don't want to touch your dick.
You said deck. Or maybe
all right,
not.
Now you're not going to shuffle it. You're going to place it in front of you, and this is to prevent cheating, because people somehow mathematically cheat like this, and this is called cutting. So you take the deck and you just pick up a random number of portions of it and spread it out and then rearrange it.
So
you don't have to do it complicated. You can take it and you can just do half, and you're like, okay, there.
I'm really sloppy, so I'm just gonna put it
that's
everywhere.
fine. That's fine.
You're just gonna go over there. You're just gonna go over there,
and then rearrange it to however you feel is according. And that prevents cheating between tournaments and stuff. And tournaments are complicated because they require that you have multiple sets of cards.
There you go.
All right. Now, the way you can keep track of life is if you buy an intro pack or the dual deck sets, they come with 20-sided die. And so there's a symbol.
Okay.
And that symbol is also on some of the cards. Like, if you look at this one, the symbol is right there. It looks like a little spider diamond.
Huh.
And that tells you what season it's from. So this is just a generic die. That symbol means 20. That's 20 for YouTubers.
There's like nobody else watching.
Is it just that one dude?
No. There's like 0 watching.
It's their problem, not ours. Okay, and so...
Okay.
Set that. That's your 20 right there. So that die right there, that's your life.
Okay, so I come with 20 health.
You come with 20 health. And so that die represents how much health you have. Now, draw 7 cards. I don't think we'll get too far into this. We'll probably just get to the basic play a card, learn how to play and stuff.
Okay.
All right, now... Okay, I only grabbed 6 cards. There we go.
So
you go first. It doesn't matter where you put your deck, just wherever is comfortable for you.
I was told in the little intro, or not the intro, but the there's like you put it right here, and then there's a graveyard, and then there's
a graveyard and everything for when things die, but the way you play is up to you, how you feel most comfortable. Like recently, I've been putting my deck a little higher, a little more forward, and then my graveyard's right underneath it. Okay, so you can go first. If you have mana like a forest, you play that first.
I have a forest.
Okay, so you play your forest. Now, if you look at your creatures, if it just shows 1, if it has the number 1 in the top right corner, or just 1 green tree and nothing else next to it, you can play that.
Oh, okay. Gaia's Blessing.
No, that needs 2. Because you see how it
says 1.
It shows the green tree, so you need 1 forest, and then you need another mana.
Oh, okay. So okay.
So it's really common that you don't get anything to play on your first turn, unless you're doing one of the decks that like ramps the everlasting hell out of its creatures by just throwing things away.
Okay. Finds of the Recluse.
Yes. What does that do?
Target creature gets +1.
I would have saved that for when you actually have a creature on the field. So you don't have to play. You can play, but you don't have to.
Okay.
You can just be like, okay, it's your turn.
Okay, it's your turn.
All right. Now I'll play a swamp, and I can't do anything, so now it's your turn. And now draw a card, because it's the set of a new turn. You never draw on your first turn.
Okay.
And now if you have another forest, you play that. Okay. Now, if you have a creature that equals up to 2, you can play that. If you don't have to play anything. That's also still a very common thing.
Civic Wayfinder?
Let me see.
Or this one.
You need 3 for that one.
Wait a second, it says 2 in a tree.
Okay, you need 2 other mana that are not trees.
I need 2 other mana that are not trees.
So you can use trees, but it has to be you need 1 forest, and then you need 2 more. So if it says 2 and then you have a picture next to it, that means 3.
Okay.
So one of them has to be a forest in order to play it. But you just need 3 mana.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm done then.
All right. So I'll draw my card, and the card I drew was a swamp. So now that I have 2 mana, I can summon a creature. So what I do is I tap it, so I turn it sideways or I tilt it.
Okay.
And then I play a creature. So I play Foul Imp. But it has an effect where, since it's played, I lose 2 life. But it has an ability called Flying, which means you can't block it unless you have something that has the ability of Reach or the ability of Flying. And when you summon a creature, it can't attack the turn it is summoned because it's called it being sick. So it's like, oh, I'm too sick to do anything. Well, your creatures are too sick to attack, so you wait for your next turn. And then I can't do anything now, so it's your turn.
I'm gonna die after this.
Well, really? Because you're winning.
Huh?
You're winning.
How am I winning?
When Foul Imp enters the battlefield, you lose 2 life. So I had to pay to play that card.
Oh, okay. So you got 18 health right now. Okay, cool.
Right.
Okay. Crap. I got a Gilt Leaf Seer.
If you have a forest, you can play another forest. You can play only 1 mana per turn, but if you have enough mana, you can summon as many creatures as necessary or possible.
What about this? Finds of the Recluse. Target creature gets +1 plus. Wait a second, I already did this, right?
Yeah, you don't have a creature, and if it adds power, that's something you want to save for one of your creatures when I'm attacking.
Okay,
so
great.
there's a way that everything works. So that card's called an instant, which means you can play it during anyone's turn at any point throughout the game.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
I need a forest.
All right, I'll draw. Now, the lands that I used to summon my imp are now untapped, so I can use them again.
Okay.
So I'll now play another swamp, and I have enough to play another creature. So I'm going to play Giant Scorpion. Tap all my lands, because it's a 3 mana cost. Now, it has an ability called Death Touch, which means if I attack you, or you attack me and I block, or you block this creature, any creature that it fights dies, and you can't use it. So it's gone for.
Okay.
Even if my creature gets destroyed.
Okay.
So Giant Scorpion can't attack, but my Foul Imp can. So I'll attack you because it's a 2/2, so it does 2 damage to you. So you take your die and you switch it to 18.
I think I'm bleeding now.
You're what?
Bleeding.
Bleeding? It's just so complicated.
No. It's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna...
Now it's your turn.
It's my turn. Ooh, I got a forest.
Oh, Foul Imp is now also tapped because he attacked.
Uh-huh.
He's tired. He's sleeping now. He can't block.
Okay.
So now you play your cards.
Okay, so I got a forest.
Okay.
So I'm going to...
Now, that Cadavere Wayseeker that you had earlier, you can play that now. Because you have 3.
I'll tap this.
Okay.
And then... you already talking about my Seer?
Your Wayseer, yeah.
Oh, my Civic Wayfinder? Or
Yeah,
the,
that thing. You can play your Civic Wayfinder now. Because it needs 3 mana, and at least one of them has to be a forest, and you have enough.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
So he's a 2/2, which means his toughness is 2. So if anything has 2 or more, he dies. But his power is 2, so anything has 2 or less,
Okay.
he kills it.
Huh.
All right. But now he's sick. He can't attack. So now it's my turn because you've used all your mana and you've summoned a creature.
Okay.
So I'll draw a card and I'll untap my mana. I'll play another swamp. Now, no, I have 4 swamps now. So I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
So I'm going to play Carrier Thrall, which only requires I play 2. Use a 2 mana, and he has an ability that allows me to play a token. And so it says, put a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion token on the field.
Okay.
Its ability is, when I sacrifice this creature, I get to add 1 colorless mana to my mana pool.
Okay.
So that's another thing called mana ramping. So you summon as many unnecessary creatures that are just like cannon fodder, and when the time comes and you need to summon something big,
Okay.
because there are some creatures that I have back in my other decks that require at least 12 mana total.
Okay.
And so you try to get as much mana as you can by tapping creatures or sacrificing creatures or playing as much as you can. But you want to do it to the point where you only use your creatures, so that way you have enough mana later to play spells and counters and all that other stuff.
Okay.
So now I have a Scion. I have 4 creatures.
Okay.
Only 2 of them can attack though. But I'm not going to attack. Because you have a creature there, and even though I can kill that creature, and it wouldn't cost me anything, I wouldn't be able to use that creature later when it might actually come in handy against a block.
Oh, okay.
So now it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna draw a card.
Yep.
So I have another forest.
All right, so you can play your forest. Now you can attack this turn with your Civic Wayfinder, because he's not sick anymore.
Oh wait, do I still have these tapped?
No, they untap at the start of your turn.
Okay, so...
But there are some creature abilities that stop that from happening, and I don't have any of those, so...
Okay, so I have now 4 broccolis.
Broccolis. Yeah, sure, call it what you want. Broccolis, skulls, suns, teardrops. That's what someone called the blues. It's because their symbol is a water droplet. We're actually a lot farther in a lot less time than I thought.
Could I use the Gaia's Blessing?
The Gaia's Blessing?
Yes.
Yes, you can use that. But I would suggest doing it if you're going to attack. Don't just throw it out there all willy-nilly.
Okay.
So, that's up to you if you want to use that.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can attack.
You don't need to see if you can attack. You can attack.
Oh, okay.
Because the ability to attack is entirely up to you unless I have something that says, no, you can't do that.
Okay.
Pondering. See, this game is there's a lot of thinking involved in this game.
Yes.
And that's why a lot of people don't like to play it, because a lot of people aren't very smart.
True that.
Oh, this game requires thinking. I'm not so sure about it anymore.
That's a good voice you just did. Who is
yes,
that?
Yes, you did.
Me making fun of someone I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
He's like the person on Saturday Night Live, the verklempt person. Who's that?
I guess so.
Is that Mike Myers?
I don't watch much SNL, but like, I'll just make. Sometimes I'll be sitting there and I'll walk around home and I'll just make a voice at everybody for no reason.
Okay, since you attacked me, I'll attack you.
Okay.
So
that you can play your Gaia's Blessing now because it's in the middle, because that's an instant, so you can play that anytime you want. So
okay, so yeah, I'm gonna attack.
Let me see that real quick. The Gaia's Blessing. So now you have to tap 2 mana. Oh, target player shuffles up to 3 target cards from his graveyard into his or her library. Draw a card. Okay, no, this isn't. No, I was thinking of the Recluse card that you were playing or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So you can play that because that's an instant.
Okay.
A Gaia's Blessing is a sorcery. You can only play that on your turn. So.
Okay.
Now. He is now a 3/4 because he gains 1 power and 2 toughness.
Okay.
Because he's your target creature.
Okay.
He gains reach until the end of your turn. And so reach is something that you can use to block a flying creature like imps or dragons.
So I can block your imp
if I was attacking.
Oh.
But yes. So you're going to attack and you're going to do 3 damage. I'll block with Carrier Thrall. So he's a 2/1. He's gone. Your creature is fine, but your creature is no longer a 3/4. It's now back to a 2/2.
Okay.
And then Carrier Thrall's secondary ability activates, where I get to play another token.
Okay.
And so now I have 2 tokens on the field, and...
So I guess my Recluse is gone.
Yeah, your Recluse is gone. You can't use that anymore.
Okay, graveyard. Bye.
Yep. And so now it's my turn.
Okay.
I got a message from someone.
Sure.
If I get a deck, will you teach me how to play? I'm kind of lost, but it sounds like it's Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh together, right?
Nice, dude.
Not really, because this was actually I know there was trading cards for Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that,
right.
But that was exclusive to a set. So if you didn't have that set, those cards were worthless. Dungeons and Dragons was like the original inspiration, but the guy that came up with it while he was on a walk with his family through the forest.
Oh, wow.
There's a whole documentary about it on Netflix, and about people that play this game for a living, tournaments and stuff. But the way this game came before Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Pokemon card games and all that other stuff. This game was like the foundation for trading card games today.
Right.
So most card games like Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff all came off of this. This was like, hey, I got this card. Let's say you have like a super legendary dragon or some super rare card, and I'm like, I'll trade you 3 of these for one of those.
Right.
And that's how trading happened. TCGs came around. So that's why people started trading baseball cards and football cards and all that other crap. So this is like the foundation. Okay. So now it's my turn, and I untap all my mana. Now, I'm going to play something called an enchantment. An enchantment is something you equip to a creature, and it has up to 2 abilities. So I'm going to tap 2 mana for this one.
Okay.
And I'm going to play something called Shadows of the Past. Whenever a creature dies, scry 1, which means you get to look at the top card of your library or deck. If you like what you see, you can put it on the top. And if you don't, you can put it at the bottom. And then there is no in between. And then the secondary ability is, if I pay 5 mana, each opponent that isn't me, so everyone I'm playing against, loses 2 life, and I gain 2 life.
Okay.
But I can only activate it if there's a certain number of creatures in my graveyard. And I don't meet that requirement. So I'll play that. And now I will play... I'll sacrifice one of my Eldrazi Scions. So now I get to look at the top card of my deck. It's okay. And now I'll play a Blister Grub. So this one has an ability called Swamp Walk, which means if you have a black land or a swamp, you can't block it.
Okay.
And it has another ability that says when it dies, every opponent takes 2 damage.
Ouch.
Yeah. See, okay, so every deck has a certain way it works. White decks are more likely to exile cards, which means like get rid of them permanently. A blue deck is more likely to force you to keep drawing cards until you run out of cards and you eventually lose. A red deck is going to just mercilessly pound the crap out of you with nothing but sheer force and spells and super powerful creatures that cost like little to nothing in mana. A green deck is the mana ramp strategy I told you about earlier, where you just boost all your mana and summon as many creatures as you can and then just pound on them that way.
Right.
Or there's the black deck, which is where you whittle down your life as well as your opponent's, but then at the last minute you play a card that changes everything. You gain all that life back, and then you just mop the floor.
So the black is more risky.
The black is a very risky deck. That's why. That's why I chose this one over the green one, because I know, no offense, but I know what I'm doing a little bit more than you do. A good thing to do is don't just focus on a solid color. Focus on a double color. Or if you're really good, you can use we call them monos, where they only have 1 mana type. But there are really, really, really rare lands. They're worth lots of money. And I had one at one point. I don't know where it went. It was some tomb. It was called the Tombstone of something. Can't remember exactly what it was called, but its ability was all of my swamps would be considered every other mana. So even though it was a black, it would count as a red, a green, a blue, and a white, as well as a black. And so I made a deck based off of this card, and just based off this card, and every mana was black, but I had creatures and spells from all these different colors. What's going on? Is it
I'm looking at the chat on the YouTube live stream, and it says the live stream isn't working.
I guess it's the camera. Sorry about that, YouTube.
May Bagley.
Oh.
How is the live stream not working?
How is the live stream not working? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I guess she follows you. It's weird because she's one of my friends. We're getting in. I still just keep getting messages.
Really?
Your buddy should act better. I didn't believe that it hurt him.
What?
When I got you for that 2 earlier. Okay, so Blister Grub can't attack. Oh, you attacked, so that can't block. It's tapped.
Okay.
Just for my turn, and then when it gets to your turn, it's untapped. Okay, so I have 3 creatures that I can attack with, but I'm only going to attack with Foul Imp, so that's another 2.
Okay.
And so you switch your die from 18 to 16.
I'm dying.
I'm gonna get another comment about that. And so now it's your turn.
Okay, I'll just untap my forests, my broccolis.
Your broccolis, yeah.
My broccolis, okay. Let's see what I get. Have you been drinking?
No, actually, I haven't. I don't drink.
Oh, yeah. So...
I've just been getting the hiccups a lot, though.
Centennial Root Raiders. Cute creature, human druid. Kicker, 2 broccolis. You may pray an additional 2 broccolis as you cast the spell.
Oh, a kicker is something different. So, what's the mana cost? Look up at the top corner.
2 in the circle and then 1 broccoli.
So that means you need 3.
Yes.
Okay. So you're catching on.
Okay, so...
I plan to finish this within the hour, so once you catch on fully... There you go, 3. Now you have 1 broccoli left for anything else that requires 1 or 1 broccoli only.
Okay.
So, now, you can attack with your Wayfinder, or you can save him to block.
I'm going to save him.
Okay. Now, it's my turn because you can't... I don't think you can do anything.
I don't think I can do anything at all. Except eat my broccolis.
That's very healthy for you, but I wouldn't do that because those broccolis are paper.
She's saying there's no video or audio. That's weird.
Is that why this light is red?
The light is red. That means that the blue snowball should be working.
We'll figure this out during break.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Just go to the website. Type that in on the chat. Just go to the website.
Okay.
Because if she can't hear us, then clearly it's not working.
May Bagley, if you're listening, go to the website at radiorocks.com and listen in to us.
Okay, so I'm going to tap 2. I'm going to play something called a sorcery, which I can only play on my turn as well as an enchantment, but it's a temporary card. So I get to choose one, or I can choose both. Return target creature from your graveyard to your hand, and return target land from your graveyard to your hand. Well, I don't have any land in my graveyard, so I'll just take back my little vampire from earlier.
Okay.
And I'll play him, which means I get another little token.
Okay.
And then this untaps. And that is how you monster boost. I just got a text. And so, here's what I am going to do. I'm going to attack you with Giant Scorpion, the Blister Grub, and my little imp. Now it's your choice, because you can only block 2 of these creatures. And it's these 2. It's the Blister Grub and the Giant Scorpion.
Okay.
Now you have to choose. Well, it doesn't really matter, because... Yeah, no, it does matter. Because 1 creature, regardless, will live on your side, and 1 creature on my side will live. Or... Yeah, so 1 dies, 1 lives, regardless. Or I can kill both of them, and 1 of my creatures dies.
Okay. So I'm gonna block.
Okay. So, who are you going to block? So, are you using your little wood readers to block the Giant Scorpion or the Blister Grub?
The Giant Scorpion.
Alright, so now your wood readers are gone. And now my Blister Grub, as well as your Wayfinder, is gone. Because they're the same power and toughness. And now you take another 2 from the imp.
So I'm down to 14.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so that was a random rant I got.
What's wrong?
Just people are weird on texting me. If he's playing broccoli, I'm going to play cheese. I win.
Ba-dum-bum.
Thank you, Caitlin. It's the same Caitlin from our show. I think it was the week before. No, the one from our Tokyo Ghoul Ruby show.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So it's that same girl. Okay. Oh, and then I activate the Scry ability because a creature died. So I get to see what the top card on my deck is. I'm definitely leaving that there. And so it's your turn.
Okay. I turn my broccolis back around.
Oh, so I got asked the other day, Darren, while you play your turn.
Yes.
I got asked the other day, how could I identify all those YouTube channels and songs and stuff like that without sitting behind the computer next to you? And during the Ruby show, I made a joke that I was a Jedi. And so my reply was, I used the Force. I got some great responses.
Great.
Okay, so
awesome.
I got another broccoli.
Okay, you got a broccoli.
Okay, and then see, I don't have a whole lot as far as creatures. I got a gilt leaf seer.
Well, you have 5, so at this point, you should be able to summon any creature with ease, unless it's like a super powerful. The strongest card that I own is called the Colossus of Acris, which is an artifact creature. And it starts off at a 10/10, and it has an ability called Defender, and another ability called Monstrosity. And if you activate Monstrosity, you have to pay a certain number of mana, and then he gains all that in attack and power, and like his power and toughness. And then he gains Trample and all these other abilities, and he turns into a 20/20. And I've basically just won entire fights with that one card. All right, so you summon your creature. Are you done? Because you use 3 mana to summon him, so you have 2 mana left.
I know I have 2 mana left. I have 2 broccolis left.
So,
Gaia's Blessing.
All right. What's its effect?
Target player shovels up to 3 target cards from his her graveyard into his or her library.
I don't have 3 cards in my graveyard, but I think you might.
Draw a card. When Gaia's Blessing is put into your graveyard from your library, shuffle your graveyard into your library.
Shuffle your graveyard into your library?
Target player shuffles up to 3 target cards.
No, the last part. What was the last part?
Library.
No, okay, that's the last word.
When Gaia's Blessing is put into your graveyard from your library, shuffle your graveyard into your library.
Okay, so the way blues work is they force you to draw cards and just throw them away.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were fighting a blue deck and I managed to do that to you and Gaia's Blessing was in that, every card in your graveyard would go back to your deck.
Huh.
And
interesting.
That's specifically set to counter. All right, so you summon your creature, target, choose a player, and they shuffle 3 cards into their whatever.
I'm sorry?
So what it does is you pick somebody, any player, so you can do this in group fights too.
Okay.
You pick them, that's the target player, and then they have to do that effect. Except they have to do the main effect, which is to put 3 cards back in from your graveyard. But I don't think either of us have 3 cards in our graveyard yet, so that was kind of pointless. But then you get to draw a card. So just put your graveyard back in your deck anywhere, it doesn't bother me. So yeah, take that and just put it in your deck. It doesn't have to be on top, it can be in the middle, anywhere. But anyways, so you get to draw a card, and then Gaia's Blessing goes to the graveyard. All right, and now you've used all your mana, so it's my turn. So I'll draw.
My broccolis are not turning.
All right, so this is a little trick that I learned, and it's a very great trick. Certain creatures like demons and dragons gain abilities when they're played.
Okay.
So there is one dragon from the Dragons of Tarkir set called the Sunscorched Regent. And every time a card, just a card, like a creature, is played, so creatures, spells, anything that's not a land is played, it gains 1/1. And there have been fights where I've used this card and I've gotten it over 30 because so many cards have been played throughout the duel. And so here's a little trick. So you tap 2 swamps. I'm going to sacrifice both of my Eldrazi Scions. That's two colorless mana right there.
Okay.
And so I'll play Desecration Demon. That's a cost of 4. But since I sacrificed, I get to use a double scry. I'll leave those there. And so now I have 4 or more cards in my graveyard.
Okay.
So if I had the mana, I could activate the Shadows of the Past ability, which is where you would lose 2 life and I would gain 2. But I'm not going to because I don't have the mana for that. And so...
Shucks.
Yeah, right. So at the beginning of each combat step, any opponent, anyone, and it stops him from attacking, but if you do it, it makes him stronger. So Desecration Demon, at the beginning of each combat, any opponent may sacrifice a creature. If a player does, tap Desecration Demon and add a 1/1 on it. And so these things like make them stronger, and then it's supposed to make you throw away all your cards as well while making me stronger.
This is unfair. I just have broccoli and a creature, and you got all these creatures and swamps.
I shuffle very well.
Okay.
And so, I'll attack with Carrier Thrall. That's a 2/1, and you can choose to block or you can take it.
I'm gonna block.
Okay, so both of our creatures are gone because they're both. Mine's a 2/1 and yours is a 2/2. And I have to scry one even though I already know what the card is, so go, because I'm not going to do anything else. I got a question. How many types of decks are there? There's a lot of different types of decks. It's just based on the person. So, and like you could have a specific set of creature abilities that you like. Like it's a banned deck in tournaments, so you can't use it. It's called the Rat Plague deck, and it's just consistent of like 1/1s and 1/2s that all have Death Touch.
Ouch.
And you can wipe out the strongest decks with this card. And it's like, this little rat right here, yeah, watch this. Boom, your little 20/20 is gone. And if you're a real douche, you'll manage to find a lot of them that have flying. Or you'll just find a lot of cards that can give the ability of flying. And there's a haste, which means it can attack the turn it's summoned. There's double strike, which means it does double damage. There's intimidation, which means you have to use 2 creatures to block it. There's Swamp Walk, Island Walk, Mountains, all that other stuff. It's just based on who you want to play as.
See,
like vampire cards, they're based on taking your health and bringing it back to their player. Okay. Okay, so that has a secondary ability. What's its secondary ability?
look at the top of 2 cards of your library and then put them back in any order.
So it's basically a scry, but it requires that you tap 1 mana and that creature.
Okay.
But you can't attack this turn, but that would also give up a block, and that's not something you would really want to do lightly. So.
Well, I don't have that many creatures.
All right, is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. So.
Wait a second. No, it'll be 3. There'll be 3 broccoli.
Yes, there you go. So now I can untap all this. I'll play another swamp, and I'll tap 3. I'll play the Cadaver Imp, which allows me to take a card back from my graveyard and put it in my hand. So I'm bringing back Carrier Thrall. I'll tap 2. I'll summon another Carrier Thrall. I'll get my little token back. And see, it's just me getting everything I can out on the field at the same time. So now that it's this way, I'm just going to attack with everything that I can attack with. So that's the Desecration Demon, which is flying, the Giant Scorpion, and then the Foul Imp, which is also a flyer.
Okay.
And so that's you're taking 8 damage regardless, because you can't block these. Now, if you block this one, if you block my Giant Scorpion, your little Leaf Seer is going to die. And my Scorpion won't, because it's tougher than your Seer is strong. But it has Death Touch, so any amount of damage that it deals to a creature is enough to destroy it. Mm-hmm. So you can choose to block, or you can take 9 damage. And it's like, it's up to you. Do I want to take that 1 extra point of damage, when in reality that 1 extra point could be everything that saves you? Okay, Twitter. Now it's up to you. How do you want to play that? There are some Hellhound decks, but they're not very powerful. If you're going to use a good deck, like a Hellhound deck, you'd want to set it up with another set like a Minotaur or a Pegasus or artifact creatures. Pondering. He's like deep in thought. Do I really want to do this? There you go. Now, that is now strong enough to take this out, but this still has Death Touch. And so you destroy this, but at the same time, I destroy your creature.
Okay.
All right, so you take 8, and I scry 1 because you killed him. You killed my thing.
So I take 8 damage?
Yes. So you went from 14. I'm not good at maths. 6.
Wait a second. 14 minus 8. Yeah, that'll be 6.
All right.
I'm bleeding.
You're not.
Vines of the Recluse, you're gone. Or is it gone?
Yes, it's gone. So is your creature.
Oh.
Death Touch, baby.
Okay.
Yes, basically ancient Roman stuff, Caitlin. Thank you. So, now you draw your card. Don't forget your card. Your card's important.
Oh my god.
I've gotten a lot of reactions to the post. Tonight's show is going to be very explicit.
I saw that. I saw that.
I've got like 6 likes on it.
People love crazy or drama.
Sean Beeson, whoever that is, just followed me on Twitter. Thank you.
Yeah, they're blowing up.
So I have a land, moth with bit. It's a hideaway. This land enters the battlefield tapped. When it does, look at the top 4 cards of your library, excel 1 face down, and put the rest to the bottom of your library. Re-add 1 broccoli to your mana pool.
So the way that does it is you look at 4 cards, you get rid of 1 and you can't use it ever, and then you put the other 3 back, and it's like, okay, well, we're going to pay you for doing that. Here's your little price. You're worth 1 green broccoli. So Sean Beeson is a composer, apparently. He's an award-winning game, film, and media composer.
Huh.
50 million hits on YouTube.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I can't use this card.
You can if you truly want to. I'll follow him back because I'm cool. Okay.
So
I promised. I got a little complaint.
What?
Can you finish this before the hour? Yes, I'll finish this before the hour. We have like 9 minutes left, and I'm beating the everlasting snot out of him. I think this will be over pretty quickly.
yeah, this I've got like 6 life left,
and I have a creature that can do that in 1 move alone. So.
And I don't think I have a 1-up mushroom. So, sorry.
You got nothing?
I have 1, but it requires too many broccoli, I think.
How many broccoli?
2 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 6 broccoli.
Yes,
I think.
you need 6 broccoli.
1, 2,
so
3, 4,
if you
5.
have that 1 card that you can play that allows you to gain 1 more broccoli.
Where's that? What card were you talking about?
I don't know. That was your card. It's in your hand. I haven't used that deck.
Are you talking about the land one?
The one that gives you an extra land?
That gives me an extra broccoli?
Yes. So you activate that.
Okay.
Okay, let me see that. So I can...
So you can cheat.
So I can confirm. No, this itself is a land. So this, if you tap it, it counts as a broccoli.
Oh, okay. So it counts as a broccoli.
It counts as a broccoli.
Okay, so I'm going to use that as one of my broccolis. And then...
So you can tap all 6 and boom. See, something really fun is if you just like pile them all up, you just kind of show their little corners and stuff. And you're like, okay, I've got 5 swamps and however many others.
Okay, I'm going to use this creature, Crowd Thruster.
Oh, it's a 7/7. Let me see that thing.
Sure.
Okay. Flash. Oh, you have reach, which means you can grab my demon or you can grab my little imp. When Cloud Thresher enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to each creature with flying and each player. Well, you killed a creature and you hit me. So I am now down to 16 and you killed my little imp.
Damn.
Still get to scry. It's the same thing. Okay. Now, because you just played it, it's sick. It can't attack. But if I attack, it can block.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's my turn. Of course, it's this card. It's a swamp. So I'll tap 3. I'll summon a Blister Grub. I am out of cards to play. But this untaps, and I'll enter what is called combat. So how this works is I'll enter combat, and I'm going to sacrifice a creature.
Okay.
So I'm going to sacrifice Blister Grub. Now we both take 2 damage because of its ability. And I'm going to tap Desecration Demon. And now my Desecration Demon is just as strong as your Cloud Thresher. So that means it's now a 7/7, but I can't do anything because it's I forgot this card's also a flying type and it's got less than 2, so I just moved that. But now if I attack you and you block with your Cloud Thresher, they're both destroyed.
So my Cloud Thresher goes to the graveyard.
No. I haven't attacked.
Oh, okay.
So now it's your turn, because none of my creatures are strong enough to take that on. I'm not stupid. Come on. Jeez, man. What the hell? You have 6 broccoli now. Congratulations.
I got so much fiber, I don't know what to do with it.
Not enough protein, though.
Oh.
This might take a little longer than 10 minutes. Sorry.
I know.
Plot twist.
Plot twist.
Now this next segment's where. Did you get your Planeswalker?
I don't know if I have enough broccoli for it, though.
What's your broccoli count?
1, 2,
Jesus,
3, 4,
Darren,
5,
excuse
6.
you.
Wait a second.
was
I
that?
could probably use enough. 3. I think I would need 5 broccoli for this one.
If you only need 5 broccoli, then you only need 5 broccoli.
There we go. Thicket Elemental. Creature Elemental.
It's a 4/4.
It's a 4/4.
What does it have? Does it have reach?
Kicker.
Okay, no, that's not reach.
When Thicket Elemental enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, you may reveal cards from the top of your library and to reveal a creature card. If you do, put that card into the battlefield and shuffle all the other cards revealed this way into your library.
So what that means is if you pay a certain number of mana... No, I won't stop yelling at you because I'm not yelling at you. Caitlin, again.
Okay.
So the way that works is if you activate the kicker, then you just keep drawing cards until you get a creature. And then regardless of the mana cost of that creature, you can play that creature. So let's say you activated that and Cloud Thresher was the creature that you were going to that you drew. You can play Cloud Thresher without paying any of that mana. And then all the other cards that came before him that weren't creatures, you just shuffle it back into your deck.
Nice.
Nice. Now, it's my turn.
Uh-oh.
And it's going where I thought it would. Okay. I'm going to play the sorcery Demon's Grasp. That costs me a good chunk of my skulls here. Target creature loses 5 power and 5 toughness until the end of my turn. Your Cloud Thresher is now a 2/2.
Okay.
I have a 7/7. I'm going to attack with my Desecration Demon. If you block with your Cloud Thresher is gone. You can't use it. Poof.
Okay.
But you take 0 damage.
Okay.
And that's only if you want to. But if you don't block it, you die.
I'm gonna have to block it.
Then you lose your Cloud Thresher. Single-handed, like in one move, one card just destroyed your entire best defense.
Crap.
And now it is your turn. I forgot I had a water.
Want some more water, Sir Joe?
I'm sorry?
What's that? So just call me Sir
You guys are the stars right now, so wherever I can get you. You want a
Yes,
Bud
my
Light?
lord.
Would you like a Bud Light or a water, sir?
I don't drink. No, thank you.
Guys, I kicked it up a notch for Torin. I went from Keystone Light to Bud Light.
Gotta pay that extra buck.
That's right. Actually, it was $7 extra.
Was it really?
For a 30-pack.
Oh, where'd
of
you go,
Keystone
Circle
Lights.
K?
Yep, the beer cave.
So I summoned an Oran Regifa Hydra.
Oh, I have one of those. Those are amazing.
Amazing.
So, the way Hydras work,
Okay.
they're very complicated. So, I'm gonna have to steal that real quick so I can explain this to them.
Okay.
Because I haven't found my Oran Hydra. Okay, so, this has the ability Landfall. So, the way Landfall works is, since he's a Hydra, if you play a land, just a land in general, like any land gets played that you play, he gains an extra 1/1, so he gets stronger by the turn. But since that deck is a solid green, he gains 2 for every land that you play.
Okay.
And so, the way he's meant to work is, you just keep playing a lot of lands, and it just keeps bulking them up and stuff like that. And so, Landfall also includes tapped like creatures that you use to mana ramp.
Okay.
And so, by the end of this game, if you mana ramped the hell out of that thing, you could have it at least 32.
Oh my god.
And that's on a bad game.
Why did you take so long just to show up on my deck?
Well, it cost you all of your broccoli, so
Yeah, I know it cost me all my broccoli. Yeah, I know. But
now it is my turn. It's a swamp. And you don't have anything to block. So, Desecration Demon will finish this off. You're at -2. No, -3.
crud. I'm dead.
Unless you sacrifice a creature. If you sacrifice a creature, he gets stronger, though. But regardless, you lose. Because I'm just going to kill you next turn. All right.
So basically, it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Okay.
And that's your first game of Magic. All right. I think we'll hit our break, and then we'll go into the fun topic of the interwebs called YouTube.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, the hour flew by, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
I know.
I was busy kicking ass though, so.
All right.
My butt was just handed to me.
It could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse.
A lot worse.
Okay.
A lot worse.
A lot worse.
I'm gonna
All right.
lean in real close next to your ear. A lot worse.
All right, so Geek Chique with Joe and Joe in the evening shall return.
In like 5 minutes. Here's Tyrant from Disturbed.
Yes.
On Riot Radio.
Only on Riot Radio Rock. We're back, and your headphones are still on mic.
Sorry about that. This is JoeDWhite.
And Joe Radichel.
This is Geek Chique with Joe and Joe in the evening. Okay.
With Darren. With Darren.
With Darren.
Hello. I'm just over here.
I talk to my dog sometimes like that. I'll walk into the house after I get home from work, and they'll just start like, they lose their shit every time they see me. And so I'm just like, oh, hello there, how are you doing? And then they lose it even more. I'm like,
That's pretty
I didn't
good.
do anything. All I said was hi.
Yeah, there's something going on with the live stream, so we're just gonna close this one out. And we're gonna figure out what's going on
I'll
until
fix
next
that
week.
later.
I'll fix it. I'll fix it. It's okay. Okay.
YouTube.
So, YouTube.
And your webcam's caught in the corner.
I know.
Lovely. I don't think my phone dies quicker than any, like, other than the time that I'm here.
Okay, so I'm just gonna close this live stream.
Okay. So this was just kind of something we threw together because we knew the magic would kind of just get kind of weird at the end.
I know.
So I was sitting there the other day and I was just going through YouTube and I was like, I watch a lot of really unnecessarily weird YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them aren't even like, they don't even make sense. Like some of them are just like meme videos or those like anime on crack ones that you showed me.
Right.
And I'll just go through YouTube and I'll be like, oh, that was funny. And so sometimes I'll just send random links to people just to screw with them. And Darren, there's actually one I kind of want you to look up right now.
Yeah?
It's called Magikarp Will F You Up.
Nice.
And so there's this guy, his name is, I found this one.
Magic what?
Magikarp, it's MAGIKRP. And it says Magikarp Will F You Up. And so this dude's name is Dookie Shed.
Dookie Shed?
Dookie Shed. And so this is also the other reason why this show's explicit, is because he takes these really lame Pokemon and he just hypes the everlasting crap out of them.
Uh-huh.
And so the best one he did was the Magikarp one. And our favorite one, we use this at work now. It's a term for when you really screwed up. You done fuckled.
Really? You done fuckled.
And so he like, I don't know what his motivation behind it was. He hasn't really told us.
Uh-huh.
But in one of the videos, I think it was his most recent one, he was like, I'm sorry for disappointing my parents, but I'm still going to make these videos. I was like, dude, come on, that's harsh.
Nice.
Why does your cord look like a GameCube controller?
What do you mean?
It's Magikarp! Yes. Do you understand what this aquatic abomination is capable of? Let me break it down for you. Magi means magic, and carp means fish. What do you get when you put them together? Wrecked. That's what you get. People like to underestimate Magikarp, but I'm here to warn you dumb fucks about this thing before it swallows you whole and shits you out into the briny ocean depths.
Oh my God.
Speaking of which, 2/3 of the
Customers
Pokemon
everywhere.
world is covered in water. Guess where you can find a shitload of Magikarp? True science fact. There are more Magikarp in the ocean than there are planets in the universe. You're outnumbered to shit. And if you find yourself face to face with this unholy nightmare fish, don't even try to swim away. This motherfucker gets the swift swim ability,
Holy crap.
which allows it to break the sound barrier just by swimming. It'll swim past you so fast your skin will get ripped off and sucked into an underwater vortex. You want to
Holy crap, this is crazy,
thing
isn't it?
4 and only 4, because that's all it needs to pulverize you into ground bitch meat. Do you even splash, bro? People like to say this move is useless, but those people are morons. The Pokedex knows the truth. A Magikarp can jump a fucking mountain with splash.
Oh my
That
God,
requires
that's
enough
wild,
force to
isn't it?
splatter your brains all over the
Is that enough, or should we keep going?
If you want to keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
Because we are being monitored right now by iHeart.
Oh.
And they
What do you
told us if we're too explicit, we're not going to get on them. So
You should have told me at
Yeah,
the start of the
they're
show.
serious?
yeah, I'm totally serious. You know me, I keep it real.
Okay.
I wish I would have known that earlier.
I wish I had known that too.
Yeah, I mean, one or two here and there, but several in a row. Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, but you get the point. This guy is...
You guys are the edgiest show we've had all day. This is great.
I don't know. You were pretty edgy before the show.
That's true. Oh my God, I love it. But yeah, no, seriously, guys, you know me, I keep it real. I talk about everything that's going on. I don't hold back. My mom yells at me a lot. But yeah, we got an offer, not an offer. We're being considered to be included in the iHeart app.
No way.
Which would make us, I mean, it would quadruple our listenership. But they told me if you're explicit, you might be removed.
Explicit.
You might be removed from the
Consideration.
Oops.
Right. So
Magikarp. YouTube.
Magikarp, guys.
Yeah.
Get wrecked.
YouTube will remove our monetization if it's too explicit too.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we have a show that was going to be starting our cuss week, but I've pulled back the cuss week because of the iHeart thing.
Okay. So I got a question.
So maybe in a couple of weeks we can play the full thing. But right now it's
Not right now.
But I like it though. It's funny.
A fan sent in, it's Caitlin again, because Caitlin just loves to blow up my phone during this whole thing. You guys can too anyways. If you're friends with me on Facebook, the number to text in's there too, as well as my Twitter, and you can just message me. The name's Joseph Radichel. And so she says, if I send you guys Do You Even Splash Bro shirts, would you wear them? My answer is absolutely. I would wear the hell out of that thing. Would you wear that, Joe?
Would I splash, bro?
Do you even splash, bro?
Do I even splash, bro?
And she says it's gonna have like a picture of a Magikarp, like a bodybuilder Magikarp with just the Magikarp head. And it's gonna say, "Do you even splash, bro?" in really big letters.
That reminds me of, have you seen Splash with Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah?
No.
Mr. Yates, do you remember seeing that movie?
Which one?
Splash.
Sorry, guys. Someone just texted me.
Oh, I'm sorry. No,
See,
it's okay.
we're both very popular during this show.
Someone just
Exactly.
Paula just texted me. She's laughing about.
Yeah, Magikarp.
She's like, yeah.
There's another one that's even worse.
For me to have to pull something down, that says a lot. Because I let a lot of things go.
Yeah.
She's laughing. So Paula says, "Great show, guys." So I'm sorry. What was your question?
A splash.
Do you remember seeing Splash a long time ago with Daryl Hannah and Tom Hanks?
The mermaid?
The mermaid, yes.
Hot mermaid, yeah. Hot blonde mermaid, yeah.
Yeah. Daryl Hannah played a mermaid. Do you even know who I'm talking about, Daryl Hannah?
Is it like the female version of Darrett?
No. She is have you seen Blade Runner?
No.
You haven't seen Blade Runner?
Dude.
They're probably made before he was born.
Oh my God.
How old is that movie? And I'll answer that question.
That was 1981, I think.
Yeah, that was way before I was born.
But they just released like a
my
a director's
dad had just
version.
been born at that time.
They did a director's cut, like maybe it's like 3 or 4 years ago.
Really?
Okay, I'll look it up.
Okay, Harrison Ford, Daryl Hannah. Harrison Ford is like this investigator who.
Sorry.
The whole entire thing
really
is like
hot.
a film noir.
What was that?
Oh no!
It's still going!
It's still going! It's still going! How long does this mother ever last?
There's a whole playlist of them.
It's
so you're probably
still
on the playlist. You're probably on the playlist. Which one is it?
It costs a lot.
Which one is it? Just look at it. You don't have to play it out loud. Just which one is it?
It's the Mega Rikaza will F you up.
Yeah. that one was pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm on a playlist.
Are you playing music now?
I was trying to play that, but I forgot to turn off the YouTube. It kept going.
I think one that we would all like is the Braviary one, but he swears in that one, so we'll save that for a different time. But only because like he did it for a 4th of July special, and he goes, "This bird is so goddamn patriotic. It survives on. It travels between the rifts of the Pokemon world and the real world by emancipating the crap out of oppressed peoples." I was like, "Yeah, America."
That is hilarious.
I have no idea why it's not
Your live stream?
my live stream. I put it back up, and it started the live stream, and it's still on the crappy watermark.
Probably because you don't have a camera plugged in.
Oh, I'm still on the FaceTime camera.
Mm-hmm.
Preferences.
So anyway, YouTube is fun. I love YouTube. That's where I get a lot of my gaming news, and that's where I get into a lot of other stuff. So I learn Magic strategies from it. I'll learn just the stupid things that you really shouldn't do in person, but you do anyways because you're an idiot.
Right.
I think Darren would love watching those videos.
Please.
There's actually a channel that Darren would love, and it's just based on destruction, but they destroy things in slow motion.
Really?
It's called the Slow-Mo Guys.
I'm getting a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The hell is that? Yeah, turn that off. Done. Good. Okay.
That was wild.
Okay. You know what that reminds me of?
Help me.
When we were, Joe came and he picked me up from work, and this dude had speakers in his car that were so loud, it shook. Like, his car was like, you could clearly see it vibrating. Not only made his car like physically vibrate and move around, our car shook and it set off car alarms in the parking lot.
Yes.
Wow, really?
Yes. It was just so obnoxiously loud. And so we sat there for a good minute and we're like, why?
I'm going to try this again.
The real answer is not why, but why not.
Okay.
noises.
Come on.
Yeah.
So,
Is it not working?
okay. So, I want to move on to some news. Some geek news you can use.
Apple. I'm going to make
Apple.
fun of this the whole time.
No, you're not going to make fun of this the whole time.
There is some legit crap that I get to make fun of during this because
Legit crap.
they got rid of the headphone jack, and I guess now you have to use like a special cord in order to even like use an auxiliary cord. They're called earbuds now. Come on, you guys weren't the first one to make those. I have like 6 pairs of wireless headphones.
No, I mean they weren't the first people to.
Do you know how many people are going to lose those?
A lot.
And they're $170. I got a pair way cheaper than that. That are
That's
like
$159.
plus tax.
Yeah.
They're expensive. They are very expensive.
So okay, so the new Apple keynote had a few other things. You know, they just I'm trying to pull up like a brief description of what exactly happened. Okay, 11 most important things from the iPhone 7 event.
Don't buy it.
There is no head jack in the iPhone 7. That's what you're wondering, right? It doesn't have one.
That's what I knew.
If you're still reading, some interesting other features showed up today's Apple event. It was dedicated to upgraded versions of the iPhone and Apple Watch.
I heard it's going to lose the home button soon.
No. The iPhone does have the home button. It's just an upgraded home button.
Do you have to use your fingerprint for this one too?
I think it is. I think it is a fingerprint scanner, but it's an upgraded scanner. The Apple Watch has the Apple Watch 2. It is now completely waterproof. The Apple Watch has a built-in speaker function to where the speaker now expels the water, so the water does not get into the motherboard.
You know what that means?
What?
We can start pushing people in pools again. Because my phone's got that thing.
So yeah, I think it's waterproof up to like 15 meters underneath the water, and then
That's too much pressure, and then it breaks.
yeah. As far as the iPhone 7, well, we're going to still focus on the Apple Watch. The Apple Watch has now a new Nike version that's branded Nike.
How much is that going to cost me?
Same amount as the other Apple II watches, but it has additional run functionalities.
So that's for people that care about their shape.
Yes. Plus, it's also really cool. It has a really nice
Does it just
design.
look cool?
It looks cool, and
I'm not buying
it's
it.
more form functional.
My goal is to stand out as much as possible. I don't want to look cool. I want everyone to look at him and be like, why is he wearing that? Like, if I want to go outside and wear a freaking sundress, I'm going to wear a sundress.
Why would you want to wear a sundress?
Why the hell not?
That's for girls.
I'm just going to nod my head at you. I'm going to, like, glare a little because I can do whatever the hell I want.
You can.
And because I really don't like people, so I might as well scar them for life.
Okay. You can do whatever you want. You can walk outside in the sundress.
Run around and hit people with the chair. Why not?
I hope you're wearing underwear.
I mean, that's debatable.
And it's not windy, so people won't see your bare behind.
Like that one Marilyn Monroe movie.
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe movie. Yeah, exactly. So the iPhone 7, there's going to be a few versions of it. The iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus. The 7 Plus sports, I think there's like a black version. It's called a piano black. And it's a pure piano black. And I'll show it to you. And they have a process where they dip the phone into a specific look, like a
paint?
coating, like a coating. And that's where it's getting its shiny piano look.
Apple is weird as hell, man. Like, even you have to admit that.
Well, they brought Sia at the end of the keynote.
Hey, what?
Sia.
Oh.
You know, the you know what I'm talking about. She hides her face, and she's got like these big bows on the top of her head.
No.
You haven't. Okay. She doesn't. She doesn't like to display her face.
No.
You have to know who I'm talking about. One of her songs was one of the most popular songs.
What song was that? Because note, I don't have an iPhone. I'm probably like the only person in my house that doesn't have an iPhone. Because I can't stand an iPhone.
I'm sorry. Sia.
Why is your... Oh, it's the light reflection.
Chandelier.
Oh, her?
Yeah.
No. I definitely don't know who the hell that is.
You don't know who that is? That's
No.
Sia. Yeah, that's Sia.
Nope.
She sings about alcoholism, and she sings about depression.
Getting high as hell.
No.
Oh.
No.
Darren's head, what?
Yeah, I mean, huh?
She's an Australian singer.
Well, I'm American. That's probably why I haven't heard of her.
Okay. America. Okay.
Anyways.
So yeah, that's the highlights from the keynote. iPhone.
It's official. iPhone 7's gonna suck.
iPhone 7 is going to be
A failure.
pre-ordering is going to
Really?
start September the 9th, and then it's going to go on sale September 13th. iOS 10 is going to be released September 13th, and then macOS Sierra is going to be released on September the 20th.
Okay.
And I already have the Grandmaster version of iOS 10 on my phone.
Is that the one that you said didn't work with Pokemon Go?
It works now with Pokemon Go.
It does. Ooh.
Yes, it does.
I heard that people are starting to abandon Pokemon Go.
I did.
I mean, I still play it occasionally but I don't have the time. I still see the app on your phone too.
I still have the app. I just don't play anymore.
You just don't play it.
The reason being
See,
is that
I think it's because there's the people that can walk down the street, level up 1,000 times, and be like, "Oh, this is the greatest game in the world." And then there's people like me that live in the middle of nowhere. And like, I walk down the street and I'm like, I caught the same bird 8 times.
right. As well as I'm a casual player, so I don't go on as much. But still, even though I'm a casual player, I still can go to JB and stuff to hatch my eggs and whatnot. But
Right.
still, I see players that play it every day, and they're OP'd to the point where they're like level 20, 30, and I can't catch up with them. It's like, what am I supposed to do? I can't battle them.
I got a text from one of my friends like at 2:30 in the morning. He goes, "Hey, what level are you on Pokemon Go?" I replied, "I'm level 15." He goes, "Wow, you're so slow." I was like, "What do you mean I'm so slow? I live in the middle of nowhere." He goes, "Yeah, I'm like level 40 already." I'm like, "You maxed out. What the hell?" I recently got back into Destiny because I'm getting ready for this Rise of Iron DLC expansion.
Oh yeah, I just saw that. Yeah.
And I pre-ordered the Rise of Iron. So I'm finally going to get that stupid Gjallarhorn or whatever it's called. Because I never got it to begin with.
Right.
There's a lot of weapons that I did not get that I should have gotten. But I didn't get them because I was too lazy. So I've just been like playing that just for no reason. Just playing the hell out of it.
I really need to get back into Destiny.
I'm waiting for the Rise of Iron, and then as soon as they're done with Rise of Iron, they're moving on to Destiny 2.
Destiny 2?
More than half of Bungie's already working on it. The other half is just making sure that the servers stay working and stuff like that.
Nice.
Okay, so favorite YouTubers.
Favorite YouTubers? Okay, you're gonna laugh at mine.
Is it that one dude that made fun of all the people that are really stupid on social media?
Joe Santagato is one of them. But I like Jenna Marbles.
Okay, well that's understandable. She's cute.
She's not just cute, but she talks to her dogs like,
Oh, hello, little Kermie.
So like how I walk into my house,
Oh, hello.
and then they lose their crap.
yeah.
Oh, hello. 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 Little Kermie. Hello, darling. Hi.
other YouTubers that I like Boogie2988.
I just got...
What?
So Caitlin messages in, okay, my brother is asking how many people actually listen to this. It's a great question. Last I checked, it was over... We had 2,000 new listeners every week. And
was it 2,400 unique listeners every week in 44 different countries?
We are in 45 now.
yeah.
45, oh my
World
God.
domination
Yes.
on the way. So
Yeah.
yes, people listen to this, and if you have an issue with it, you don't have to listen. Goodbye.
That's right. That's exactly right.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Because everyone knows we're going to start a riot.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, it's the exact weekly update is 2483 a week, 45 countries. 213,000 total listener minutes.
Nice. How many listener minutes was that again?
The total listener minutes is 213,438.
It's over 200,000.
200,000 total listener minutes.
Oh my God.
That's probably
do the
just when we
math
have
there.
scheduled shows alone. That's a lot of time.
So 2,400 listeners a week at 213,000 minutes
It's a lot of people.
total. So
Oh my God. So that's
they're each listening, what, a couple hours, hour, and whatever the math is. I don't know.
During talk shows.
Average time.
I know Torrin's going to start start listening like crazy because we're all awesome.
I would like to see more detailed information, like what shows are the most popular though.
Yeah.
But, that's a lot more money.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, so back to favorite YouTubers. Boogie2988.
Was that...
He's Francis.
Oh, Francis from Deadpool?
No.
Oh. Where's Francis?
No, I'm not talking about that Francis.
Just gonna leave me here with less angry Rosie O'Donnell?
What do you mean?
Deadpool.
Oh.
See,
I don't remember that part.
Now you say Deadpool,
I'll show you Francis.
now that you say Francis, I'm just gonna make Deadpool references this whole time. I don't know who Dustin is, Caitlin.
Francis is basically the character from Boogie2988. He is a big dude, and I can't do it on the show because
He swears?
he swears
A lot?
Yes. Have you seen Angry Grandpa?
Yes.
Okay, so he's kind of like Angry Grandpa, like the younger version. So he's and plus when he's out of character from the Francis character, he does game reviews. He plays video games on the internet.
Interwebs.
He's so popular that once he goes on to Twitch, because he's a Twitch streamer.
I love Twitch.
He gets like thousands of viewers on Twitch.
Mhm.
Yeah. Plus a lot of donations too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I found... I like the shows that I can find on YouTube. One is called Battlefield Friends. And it's these dudes who basically, like, made Battlefield like their kind of own little TV show. It's completely animated, like it's all drawn up on a computer and stuff.
Nice.
And they do voice acting. And so there's like a guy who does it professionally. There's the dudes that play it casually, and then there's the noob. And then they have all these other characters that they just bring in throughout. Like they bring in famous YouTubers like Level Cap and all these really amazing guys.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole time is they just come up with scenarios that actually happen in game, and then they talk about them. And so some of them was like, yeah, they just gave us this new DLC weapon that you can get on this map, and it does this, this, and this. And then so one dude, if he gets a strong weapon, he like gets really freaked out and he won't let anyone else take it. He guards it, like will die trying to keep it, type of thing. And then it's funny because there's one where they're like, okay, well, let me see that railgun real quick. I'm gonna take out that chopper. And he goes, I'm sorry, what? So like, just let me see the railgun. And he starts like hissing and growling like a little cat.
Mm-hmm.
And so everyone's like, dude, what is wrong with you? Mm-hmm. That's explicit too, so I can't show that. All the good stuff is explicit.
I know.
Yeah, all the
Damn.
good stuff is explicit. God, what's his name? I'm trying to find him.
I'm not opening your video on air, Caitlin.
Alpha Megason. That's the guy I was talking about last week. Do you remember that grunge guy with the long hair and the beard?
No. Because last week we talked about Ruby and Tokyo Ghoul and murder and eating people. Because ghouls.
I was talking about the angst against that video game, No Man's Sky.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that was last week too. So I refer to Alpha Megason, and I'll show you Alpha Megason. He's, again, a grunge dude.
Oh.
With long hair.
Oh, yeah.
You know him, right?
No.
No? You haven't seen him?
No, I could just tell he's like really hardcore though.
Yeah, he is really hardcore.
He's got one of those like old metal logos.
Yeah. PewDiePie?
Dude, who doesn't know who PewDiePie is? You're a loser if you don't know. You're a loser if you do know too, though. So.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, you knew what I was talking about, so you're instantly a loser by association.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Mr. Repsion?
No.
You don't know who Mr. Repsion is?
No.
Ginger dude.
The internet is a very big place. Did you just say ginger Jew?
He's a ginger dude. He's a ginger dude that talks about
ginger problems.
Not ginger problems.
We can't say that because we went into the card store and that girl got offended today because I said ginger.
That's not an offensive
That's a story. Word. That is a story right there, Darren. You're gonna love this.
So not offensive. Oh my good lord! Come on.
We were looking for this barbecue joint called Doc's.
Doc's, yeah, because we were originally gonna go to Beastcraft,
but it's like a half-hour drive out of the way.
Yeah.
And so he's like, well, let's just look for barbecue. And so we found Doc's. And so we went looking for Doc's, and we ended up in the strip mall, and we can't find Doc's anywhere. Right. Even though the phone is saying we have arrived. And so we're like, oh, what's this place? And so it turns out it was like a card and game store.
Yeah.
And we walked in, and so he's like nerding out because he sees all this Wonder Woman crap, and I'm sitting there and I'm talking magic with the people up front.
Right.
And so I'm like, I know a lot of gingers that get bit by mosquitoes because she was itching her face because she had a mosquito bite on her face. I was like,
right.
It seems like gingers get bit more than anyone else do. She goes, don't say gingers, that's an offensive term. I was like,
okay.
Sorry, fine, redhead, damn.
Yeah, and I was all in the back and I was yelling out, there's nothing wrong with being ginger, you know.
And then I guess she said something snippy back, I can't remember.
Oh well.
But like, it's just, you take offense to the stupidest things. Come on.
Whatever.
People are messed up.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Have you ever heard of Ryan Higa? How to Be Ninja?
No.
Oh, that was like one of the first YouTube videos in existence.
No. The first YouTube video in existence was a zoo video.
I said one of the first YouTube videos in existence.
Okay.
It's really old, like back when I was in like elementary school old.
Brock Stubbs.
No.
Never heard of Brock Stubbs?
No.
It's basically like a version of bad lip reading.
Oh, I love that thing.
Yes. So he does comedy dubs on different movies like Halloween.
Yeah.
You've seen Halloween before, have you? With Jamie Lee Curtis.
No.
It's like, oh come on! I'm gonna have to. I'll show you one of the videos. Oh, he's got a Shining's one too.
Oh, The Shining. No. I love bad lip readings because
he does impressions. He does like Family Guy impressions and other characters. Let me pull up.
I think
he's got tattoo.
They did bad lip readings does a lot of funny songs, and so some of these songs, Bushes of Love was from their Star Wars bad lip readings. Kicked Your Monkey is another one. What the hell is that? Your sound, dude.
Why is the sound crappy?
Probably because your sound's not up all the way.
It is up all the way.
Well, I have a good song. Nope, that's not the right one.
No.
Here it is.
You want to plug it in?
Oh God. Is that supposed to be from one of the Star Wars ones?
Stop it now.
Yeah, whatever. You're sort of pitchy.
Hold on, let me get it.
You can Wi-Fi just about anywhere.
Crap.
Nice ad.
I hate these ads. Come on.
See, I have YouTube Red, and now I don't have ads every time I watch YouTube.
I don't do YouTube Red.
I do YouTube enough that I bought it, so.
I'm thinking about doing it anyway.
Come on, it's a rock star. Hi, I'm John Carpenter. Welcome to the 34th anniversary of Halloween. The following is the original audio from my film. Not actually John Carpenter. Please don't sue.
My parents won't be home until 10.
Let's make out. Oh, yeah.
Seems about accurate with horror movies.
Aren't we?
Michael's around here someplace.
Oh, like a Michael Myers?
Yeah.
Now I know what you're talking about.
Me in that mask.
He's not gonna murder you, you dummy dumbhead. No, let's go. Race to your vagina.
Jeez. Edgy. Today's show is edgier than a mountainside.
Edgy.
No, Dad.
Michael, your mother and I were very clear that we didn't want you murdering tonight.
Oh, Dad.
You're grounded, mister.
Oh.
Yep, for 15 years.
Dad.
Grounded.
Exactly 15 years later. I'm a young Laurie Strode. Not a care in the world. Hell, I don't even know Michael Myers is my brother yet. Spoiler alert. Oh, hi, Tommy.
Coming over tonight.
Same time, same place.
Can we make jack-o'-lanterns?
Sure.
Can we watch monster movies?
Sure.
Were you really born with both a vagina and a penis?
Sure. I mean, that's just a rumor.
Yeah, that sounds about right. There's one channel on YouTube called Team 4-Star, and they do a abridged series. So they're really horrible at certain abridged series. Like they have a Hellsing Ultimate. They make fun of animes, so they have a Hellsing Ultimate one. It's really gory and explicit. There's a lot of swearing, but one of the most memorable lines from the whole series is, "Have you heard about the new sensation sweeping the nation? Well, let me tell you about it. Bitches love cannons." And then he blows up a bunch of people with a cannon.
You mean female dogs that are in heat love cannons?
Sure, if you want to be politically correct.
Well, I'm trying to be more descriptive because, Darren doesn't want any more naughty language.
Now, guys, if we get denied by iHeart in a couple weeks, we will go nuts with vulgarity.
I'm going to go.
It'll be our middle finger to iHeart.
Okay.
But if they accept us, we'll play the game and be all, hello, chicken recipes.
So,
No one likes chicken recipes.
what?
Do you know why?
Why?
Because if you really like chicken, you'll just make the frickin' chicken.
Chicken me.
So I'm trying to look up any other YouTubers that I really like. There's not a whole lot. A lot of them are just annoying prank channels or...
Prank channels. Some prank channels can be really funny, but they're really horrible at the same time.
No, I don't like...
Why?
I don't know. That's a really good question.
A lot of the prank channels are fake to begin with. Like
See,
the pranks
that's
are fake.
something that we should do one day. Is just call random people on the line and just just prank them the whole time.
Nah, I don't like to do that.
I was wondering what we would break first, your body or your spirit.
No?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Nah.
I'm sick of all these BuzzFeed videos.
I hate BuzzFeed. I hate
is annoying.
BuzzFeed so much.
BuzzFeed.
I'm about to get a frickin' bug zapper. Sounds like that sounds like a mosquito's a mosquito buffet. BuzzFeed.
Joe R. in the house.
We're cooking tonight.
Yes.
Gonna roast everybody.
Torrin's listening.
Oh.
More reason to roast.
Oh, so you were talking about roasting.
I'm going to turn you into a brisket from Beastcraft Barbecue.
Roast.
Black and delicious.
Black.
Are we gonna be roasted like Ann Coulter was roasted?
Oh my God! I saw that. That was great.
Oh my God.
That's hot.
You think Ann Coulter is hot?
No.
No. Thank God. Please.
Jeez. I saw that at work. We were at lunch, and I was just like, "Oh, what's this?" Because it was originally supposed to be the roast of Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe, and it turned out to be a roast of her.
I loved the last, like on the video, the last thing that they said was what made me lose my crap. Ann Coulter is the first bombing that we cannot blame on the Muslims.
God.
I laughed so hard, like they thought I was going to die.
And she goes on to another radio station. I can't remember what it was, but she's like saying, "Oh, haha, it was not funny."
Ann Coulter's already in her Halloween costume, looks like a skeleton.
She looks worse than Paris Hilton.
I mean, a lot of people. Rob Lowe, you can easily roast because of all those
bad movies,
those stupid commercials too.
Yeah.
But the fact that they completely changed it over to someone else. I remember there was, I don't remember who they were roasting, but this one lady came up and she roasted every single person that was up there supposed to be roasting this one guy. Mm-hmm. I think it was the Justin Bieber one.
Oh, I don't really watch roasts.
I think they're funny. My little brother, he likes to watch freestyle rap videos. And so he was watching this video, and this dude was just talking about how hot he was, like how popular he was with the ladies. Mm-hmm. And so he was going through the comments, and he goes, he loses his crap, and he goes, "Someone says he's hotter than two Arabs slapboxing in a closet." Your reaction's great. Just forehead to the mic.
Oh my God! Come on.
It's horrible, but
my faith in humanity.
No, faith in humanity doesn't exist anymore because apparently there's cards against humanity.
No, I love that.
I think actually, if Darren judges, we could get a quick game in. We could do first to 3.
We got like 15 minutes left though.
It's the 2 of us though.
I know it's the 2 of us, but look how long we did Magic.
But that's a card game where I have to kill you.
Yeah, and I died.
Yeah, and I won.
But you also
are you afraid you're going to lose again?
No, I'm not afraid I'm going to lose again. I'm afraid we're going to run out of time in the middle of the game.
I paid extra. Doesn't matter.
No, it's okay. But we got to like 15 minutes. Maybe we'll just hold it off until next week.
I don't know. I think we could throw 1 round in.
No, let's hold off until next week.
I love reading those.
Fight.
Fight. Finish him.
Please
Fatality.
Fight. Please fight.
Oh, Mortal Kombat 10.
What about it?
Have you played it?
Yes.
Okay. What about the new one, XL?
That's DLC.
Those are all DLCs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I just need...
It just introduced a few new characters, some new skins and fatalities, and that's it.
Oh, okay. Then I guess that's not worth the $60.
It's $60?
I think it was $60.
No, it's called XL because it's the collector's edition. It comes with all the DLCs.
Oh, okay. I already have the 10.
So I'll tell you what I did.
What?
I think I spent a good $300 on pre-orders alone this week.
Oh.
I pre-ordered Dishonored 2 because I loved the first one. I was absolutely it was just an amazing game. And then I pre-ordered the Skyrim Special Edition. Oh, did you hear?
What?
Sony will not allow mods for Fallout 4 or the Skyrim Special Edition on the PS4.
Well, that stinks.
Best get an Xbox One.
No, I'm not going to get an Xbox One.
I think Darren just sitting in the corner making weird noises.
I will not go to the dark side because of mods.
Dude, come to the dark side. We have just a lot more than cookies.
Nah, I'm good.
We have low-fat yogurt, too.
Well, I'll be going down...
well, damn, you convinced me.
Well, I'll be going down the street to Bobby's Frozen Custard.
Yeah, we will.
Is that where you guys go after every show?
No, not really.
No, not really, no.
We went there last week, and then we went over to...
The tattoo parlor.
The tattoo parlor. They do some really good work.
Oh, yeah.
It's great tattoos for a good price, too.
Oh, yeah.
How much did they say yours was going to be? Like 400 or
$425.
And yours was like super detailed too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like one of the Wonder Woman Gal Gadot's.
Fancy word.
Gal Gadot?
I can't pronounce that.
Yeah, you can. Gal Gadot. Gadot, like a note.
I one time got so deep into Skyrim, like for when it came out, I bought it in the middle of the summer.
Right.
And I was like, well, I got 3 months to play this. So I binged on that game for 3 months. And then just before school started, I got really bored because I'd beaten almost everything in the game.
Right.
And I was like, I wonder. Like, I started looking at the languages in the game.
Right.
The dragon language, it's based off of like a German-Polish thing. And so I was like, I wonder, is it just then like taking both the words, combining them, and then shortening it down to the first 5 letters or something? And so I started going through this, and me and my friends, like, at one point legit came up and understood the whole thing. And we were like, we're complete losers. We just wasted a whole week of our lives trying to understand a non-existent language. And then one time, I had a friend, she had to write a paper in Lord of the Rings Elvish.
Why?
Because her literature teacher told her that she would get extra credit if she did. She ended up getting an A on that paper because guess who ended up memorizing that whole language?
You did.
Yes, along with the dwarvens. The dwarves.
Oh,
I have wasted a lot of time doing a lot of pointless stuff.
So can you still speak in Elvish?
I can't speak it. I can read it and write it though.
Okay.
I mean, at one point, me and my friends would walk down the hall and we would just start speaking in this dragon language for no reason, and everyone's like, what the hell are you doing? We were in English class, and I had been talking to them so much throughout the lunch hour in that language, so I got to English, and we had to present a project, and so I stood up, and I just started speaking. I was like, Dremjolok. Goose on, and I just started saying all this crap, and people were like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, oh no. I ended up getting a C, but it was worth it.
Oh, that's awesome.
People thought I was like some extra dimensional monster, and I was like, yeah, that's right. I'll curse you in dragon. That's right. Khaleesi, don't do it. I've been catching up. No, I haven't been catching up. I've been rewatching Game of Thrones. Khaleesi is one hard ass in the whole.
Oh yeah, she is. Oh yeah.
Like, here, I'll give you a dragon. Now I'm going to make that dragon murder you. Now, you guys are free to go if you kill that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. But no one left, so it worked out for her in the end.
Did you what do you think about her? Do you think she'll go crazy at the end, or do you think? What do you think?
I think her brother went crazy at an early stage. Not Rhaegar, the other one. I can't remember his name because he's such a minor character.
The idiot blonde.
The idiot blonde. That guy. The idiot albino, because that's more what he was like.
Right.
No, I think that was just based on pure greed. I think Khaleesi is trying to actually make the world a better place. I don't think she wants to rule it the way her brother Rhaegar did. But it's going to be kind of weird when one of the dragons starts listening to Jon Snow.
What really pissed me off at the end was Jon Snow got to be the King of the North instead of Sansa. I wanted Sansa to be Queen of the North.
See, I don't think she wanted that.
Well, it's something that she deserved.
No, I don't think it's that, because that means, like, Lord Baelish has just been all over Sansa since, what, season 3? I don't think she wanted that title simply because of him.
Right. He screwed it up.
Yeah. She would have been Queen of the North, and then if he had been more subtle about everything, And maybe there was a chance, but he's old as hell, so.
Well, I mean, my point is that Jon Snow is not a pure Stark. He's a Targaryen and a Stark.
He's not even Ned Stark's son. He's Ned Stark's nephew.
Right.
And Daenerys' nephew.
And that really makes me kind of sad sometimes because
I can't wait to see what happens with the dragons.
Yeah, Ned's wife, can't remember. Catelyn. Yeah,
Catelyn, whatever.
Gave Jon Snow so much grief.
Well, I know that's something else that happened through season 3 was she was, if you just after Robb marries that girl,
right?
His mom is making that little weave or whatever out of the sticks, and so Robb's wife asks, "Well, why do you make that?" And she goes, "I make it as I pray to the gods, and I've only ever made one before this for a little boy." And they asked what was his name, Jon Snow. And so she had promised the gods that she would do all these things for Jon Snow if he lived. And he lived, and she effed him over. She said she would talk to Ned and make sure he is given a proper name. So, and then she was going to accept him as her own,
right?
Which she didn't do,
right?
So she screwed over Jon Snow. So I don't even remember. Is she even alive by season 7?
Season 7, no. By season 3, that was the Red Wedding, and Robb and his wife got killed. So did Catelyn. By the Freys.
That's right, because Robb secretly married that girl, and he was supposed to marry one of the Frey girls.
And the Frey King got pissed and staged a coup. And technically, in the books, she's still technically to be alive/dead.
No one knows. It's like Benjen at the end of the season 7.
Well, after the end of the third book, she resurrects, and one of the Lord of Light guys transfers his power into her, and
so she becomes
like an undead kind of zombie, and she is now named Lady Stoneheart. Because of her decay, she looks like a zombie, and her throat slit, so she has to close her throat just to talk.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah, that was one of the changes from the books to the series that really pissed me off as well. Was the exclusion of Lady Stoneheart. But oh well.
See, I think Sansa is aware of what her parents wanted for Jon Snow, and I think she was aware of how he felt being in the Night's Watch, and they wanted to keep him after he died and came back to life. And he said, "No, I've already died for this cause once. I gave my life," and so he got to leave.
Now this is the parts post book,
right?
The book's never even covered this part of the storyline yet,
and so he died. He got brought back to life by the Lord of Light, or one of his servants or whatever. And so
can't remember her name.
Was it that weird redheaded chick?
The weird redheaded chick.
Yeah, and he threatens to burn her.
Yeah, because he killed a little girl.
She killed her by burning her to death or whatever.
Yes.
The Lord of Light, him and his servants seems like some complete pricks. I mean, come on, man. You're going to burn a little girl just because she wouldn't say, "Hail the Lord of Light" or some crap? All right, Hitler.
But she was also plagued with that stone disease.
Oh. That's different.
Yeah. So nobody took that into consideration. She would have been kind of like a Stonewalker. And
is that the rival of the Ice Walkers?
Do you remember when Khaleesi's the lover, the guy, the old dude?
There's a lot of old dudes in this show, man.
I mean,
you can't turn a corner without there being an old dude.
Well, he wasn't young.
He wasn't. Yeah, that's not true. Okay, so before we close, I was just Team 4-Star. They released their new Dragon Ball Z abridged show, and so one of the commercials in it is a soda commercial, and it's completely fake. It's during their actual show. It's this soda in the show called Heat Tap, and so this dude's like, "Hey, is that the last Heat Tap?" "Oh, you bet it is." "Oh, I was saving that for later." "Well, too bad." And then he shoots the dude and he goes, "Oh, why would you do that? Heat Tap, you've killed for less." And someone's like, "Well, that's not untrue."
Jorah.
Who?
That's what I was talking about. Jorah Mormont.
Oh, Mormont.
Yeah, Jorah Mormont. The old dude. The old dude that was tagging around Khaleesi.
That guy.
That guy. He managed to get it. That stone disease.
That guy.
That guy. Who left and came back and says, "I love you, Khaleesi. Please marry me." You know, that guy.
That guy.
Yeah, so now he left to find a cure for the stone disease. But that girl had the stones, the same disease.
Kidney stones.
Not kidney stones. That would have been easier to get rid of. I'm talking about like a disease where your skin and body turns to stone and then you start killing people.
Sounds lovely.
I know.
If I got the stone disease, I wouldn't kill you.
Oh, you're so romantic.
Even if I was a White Walker, I'd remember you.
Oh, my heart's melty.
So, we got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left.
Oh, 2 minutes left?
Yes.
2 minutes left? Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you want to do in those 2 minutes?
I don't know.
I have some dice we can roll.
You have some dice we can roll.
Rolling 2 20s. Let's see what we can get. I got a 7 and a 15. All right, I'm winning.
Wow, that was a fast game.
I know. Let's see. Do you have anything else you want to plug? Do shameless plugs.
I did hear something from a good friend of mine.
Okay.
And do you know what his name is?
Jorah Mormont?
No. His name is Samuel the Talking Grapefruit.
Samuel the Talking Grapefruit.
He's here from Passwell. He says hi. He says hi.
He says hi?
He says hi.
Are you sure?
No.
No.
I don't talk I can't speak grapefruit.
You speak Jacksepticeye.
You're right.
So we got 1 minute left.
1 minute left.
1 minute left.
1 minute left. I keep seeing cars pass out by and I'm like, it's people gonna walk in, yay. Nope.
I guess my name is Joe.
And I'm Joe.
I'm Joe White.
I'm Joe Radichel, though.
Okay. You've been listening to Geek Chique with Joe and Joe in the evening. We're going to cut it short, and we're going to go to Jackie Rose's
Video game
song.
Guess what? It's been a marvelous time.
Marvelous.
Marvelous.
Yes.
Good night, everybody.
No.
What?
No.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes.
People are probably like, what the hell is going on? No.
Yes.
Keep going. Mics are on. Mics are on. Keep going.
Just maybe. No, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
I love you.
Mics are on. Keep going.
Really?
What?
We still have 1 minute. We still got 1 minute.
1 minute to save the world.
I think a new segment, you guys just talk all kinds of gibberish over the ending song here.
Yes.
Like outtakes. You know what I mean? Outtakes.
This is our like let go of everything. Just scream and swear.
Yeah. Right now. Just let it all out.
Because no one can hear me swearing, so shit.
Let it all out.
Crap.
Except cuss words.
I said swear, and you're like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
Sorry. Not yet.
Thanks a lot.
If iHeart rejects us, we're going to go crazy with cuss words.
Okay.
I'm going to blow it up. I will that 1 week, I will take that whole week off work, and I will spend every day here. And I will just load every show.
Load every show with cuss words.
With swear words.
We're going to flip out.
I think the Hulk was here. What makes you say that? I don't know. But that tree's in half.
This is fun. You guys have a minute 20 to just let it all out. Joe, do you have anything we got for chest? Oh, how's your diet thing going?
I stopped it.
What?
He had an allergic reaction.
Did you really?
Yes.
What happened?
The protein shakes.
Not the protein shakes, the pills. I started getting rashes on my body. Rashes.
The buttocks.
And I started getting wheezy too. It just wasn't a good thing.
Oh man. So are you still doing the other stuff, the fiber and the? Really? You stopped it all to screw it?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with it?
I don't
Burn
know.
it.
You try to sell it.
Maybe.
I'll take it. I'll see if my dad wants to use it. My dad's looking to lose a few pounds.
There you go.
Sure.
We got this box of cards that you bought and we didn't even open it.
I know.
I love this ending.
It's the best ending in existence.
27 seconds.
27 seconds. Oh no!
Not 27 seconds. No!
We're gonna figure this thing out.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Game
over.
Word out. You got a cool business and want to hear promos about your brand on Riot Radio 8 to 10 times a day, 7 days a week? Well, maybe we'll let you do a show about your company, huh? Send us an email, riotradiorocks@gmail.com.